Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Warzone Jones coming right back at your pro wrestling related topic video, and this is where one of my videos is going to be where one gotta go. As in, I'm talking about one of these big time 4 tag teams. 4. I'm going to be talking about Edge&Christian, the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, and Legion of Doom. Again, the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, Edge&Christian, and the Legion of Doom. One got to go. One. Now, the question is, which one? Because all 4 of these tag teams were big time successful tag teams. They all were world tag team champions at some point. Now the Dudley Boys they won the tag team at least like 10 different times. Some people will say that they are the #1 greatest tag team of all time. But remember, if you get rid of the Dudley Boys, this great, amazing, charismatic tag team, if you get rid of the Dudley Boys, well then guess what? You're going to be getting rid of everything that they did, such as all their tag team title wins. What, like 10 times, 11 times, 12 times? So however many that they had, they were the WCW tag team champions. They were the WWE tag team champions. They were the ECW tag team champions. They were the TNA tag team champions. They won a lot of tag team championships. You get rid of these guys, you're getting rid of the 3D, which is, I think, is one of the better finishing moves in pro wrestling. It's a really cool move. You get rid of those guys and you're not going to get any of that. Like none of it, period. You're not going to get Bubba Ray his solo run in TNA when he did the deuces and eights. I believe that's what it was called. You're not going to get Devon's what's that gimmick he had, the Reverend Devon gimmick, which I'm pretty sure we all can live without that. But if you get rid of the Legion of Doom, you know, the Legion of Doom was probably the first great successful like superstar tag team. When I really think about it, they probably was the best. You know, they had a unique look. Their look was so unique. Although I know, like, what's that tag team? Demolition. You know, they painted their face too, but these guys were really successful. A lot of people are in the game today for tag team wrestling really because of them. You know, the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal, they were an amazing great tag team. Like, they really were. I'm not sure exactly how many world tag team titles they won, but I'm pretty sure they won at least 4. They definitely won at least 4. If you get rid of the Hardy Boys, you're getting rid of probably a whole lot of ladder matches. You're probably getting rid of a whole lot of TLC matches. Just a whole lot of high-flying elements that they brought to the Attitude Era, when the Attitude Era, hell, just needed something different as far as their tag team. Because in the Attitude Era, the tag team division wasn't really that good, to be honest with you. You only had a couple of really good tag teams. If you get rid of the Edge&Christian, if you get rid of Edge&Christian, you get rid of the Brood, you're probably going to be getting rid of, hell, their singles run. Edge&Christian singles run, these guys had some pretty good singles runs. Christian, when he ventured off in TNA, you're probably not going to get that run he had in TNA as a singles competitor, which I thought was great. I enjoyed Christian Cage. You're probably not going to get Christian Cage single run, and even when he came back to the WWE. Edge, how many world titles did he win outside of the tag team division? He won at least 10. So here's my point. If you get rid of one, you're going to be basically getting rid of historical elements that is known in pro wrestling today, such as, like I said, the ladder matches, the TLC matches, you know, things like that. You know, Hawk and Animal. If you get rid of these guys, you probably actually wouldn't have even got Demolition. I believe they came out first, the Legion of Doom, when I think about it. But one, you put up one finger there, one got to go. So which one? If I had to choose which one that had to go, I'm going to choose really the one that I would say I watch the least as I've been watching wrestling. And I'm going to pick the Legion of Doom. And I know a lot of people are probably not going to like that, because the Legion of Doom is actually considered to really be the #1 greatest tag team of all time. But you know, I started watching wrestling around like 1993. The Legion of Doom, I would say, that they wasn't really in the WWE like that when I was watching them. I know they came back in the Attitude Era for a little bit, but what did they really do? They didn't really do anything. I'm sorry, they didn't really do anything. They tried to do LOD 2000. They really didn't do anything. I always thought these guys looked cool. Me and my uncle, I remember he was Hawk and I was Animal. And so I did definitely like the Legion of Doom, but I really don't have that much of a history of watching them. But when it comes to the Dudley boys and the Hardy boys and the Edge&Christian, oh yeah, I definitely got a whole history of watching these guys. I grew up definitely watching those guys, but LOD, not really so much. Sorry, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I like LOD. I know their history, but I'm picking LOD to go for me because I just didn't watch them as much as I did the Hardy boys, the Dudley boys, and Edge&Christian. So that's my pick. So remember, whatever your pick is, hey, I'll be just fine with it. This is Warzone Jones. One, put that one finger up. One had to go, and I was picking Legion of Doom. So I'm out. Deuce.